It was some years after Barnum got married, and he had two boys. And grazers, they grow up pretty fast compared to humans. They're fully mature in a year or two. So Dahidaru had gotten himself a herd of goats, and with his dad's help, and had moved out into the plains, and was doing pretty well for himself. Had been living out in the plains by himself for quite some time. And he had this pipe, and he would punch holes in the ground, and every time he came to an oak tree or an acacia tree or whatever, he'd collect seeds off of it and soak it in water and plant seeds everywhere he went. And so the plains were starting to grow little tree seedlings everywhere that Dahidaru grazed his goats. Well, one day he hears howling all the way around his goat herd. Oh, oh, from the other side. Oh, and then a oh from the other side. And he hears the howling converging on him and his goat herd. And out of the darkness steps a wolf one night. And he doesn't look at the wolf. And he's like, "Hello, how are you?" The wolf goes, "Oh, you greet me. How come you aren't running from me? How come you aren't hiding? How come you aren't afraid?" And he's like, "Well, if you're going to eat me, you're going to eat me. But let me warn you now, I have no hind chops. See, they're gone. I'm all stringy upper meat. I'm no good to eat. Yes, but you have a whole herd of goats with you, and I think they'd be quite delicious." "Yeah, I'm sure they would be." "So how come you aren't afraid of me?" "Because I'm not." They kind of sit in silence for a while. Actually, I forgot how the story goes. I had it all thought out. I'm drawing a blank. Oh my. You ever come to a point in a story where you're like, okay, I know it's supposed to go somewhere from here. I had really witty things to say right now, but I can't remember what I was going to say. It's probably all the creepy jazz music I have playing in the background. Now, what was I going to say? I had all kinds of witty things for the wolf and Dahidaru to talk about, but I forgot all of it. And they came to a peace. They came to a contract that they would be at peace, and that the wolf could pick... Oh, I remember what it is. Dahid said, "Wolf, are you thirsty?" He goes, "I am thirsty and I am hungry." And Dahid goes and gets a bowl, and he milks a goat, sets a bowl of milk down for the wolf, and he laps it up, and he's thirsty. And he goes, "I am hungry." And Dahid goes, "Well, I'll make you a deal. You can have the choice of my goats. You can have any goat that you wish. But then you must view me as a friend and not eat me or the rest of my goats without asking first." The wolf goes, You know, I respect people who see me as a being and not just as a predator, who aren't just blindly afraid of me. I respect people who treat me as a person, and I'll take you up on that. I want your billy goat." So Dahid cuts the billy goat out of the herd and chases him out into the night. And the wolf chases him for a while, and there's a horrible sound, and the billy goat's eaten by several wolves. But after that, Dahid becomes a wolf talker and a friend of the wolves. There are times when the wolves get hungry, and he at one point gave almost all of his herd to the wolves one winter that was especially harsh for them. But they're usually more help than they cost as friends.